When you find your 7-year-old shivering on the bathroom floor on a Tuesday morning, a normal temperature doesn't make the sight any less alarming. They aren't cold, they're paralyzed. You sit beside them, rubbing their back and promising that school will be fine, but the panic doesn't stop. Every logical assurance you offer seems to hit an invisible wall. In this moment, it becomes clear that this isn't a temporary bad mood or a typical case of morning nerves. You are looking at something much larger. Millions of parents eventually realize they are battling childhood anxiety, but the path to helping them is counterintuitive, often requiring us to rethink the very protective impulses we rely on most. Adult anxiety usually presents with recognizable signs, like pacing or verbalizing specific worries. In young children, the presentation shifts into something almost unrecognizable. It masks itself as physical illness. Stomach aches every Sunday night, sudden headaches with no medical cause, and explosive meltdowns triggered by the smallest changes in routine. This often leads to school avoidance, a state where the nervous system is so distressed it perceives the classroom as a genuine threat. While it may look like a behavioral issue or a choice, the child's body is responding to a perceived emergency. Most 7-year-olds lack the vocabulary to say they are anxious. They only know they feel terrible, leaving parents to decode the physical and behavioral disguises of a terrified nervous system. When a child is panicking about a thunderstorm or a sleepover, the natural parenting instinct is to step in and promise that nothing bad will happen. We want to shield them from the weight of their fear. This strategy provides immediate relief. The child calms down, you feel like you've solved the problem, and the household returns to normal, temporarily. This diagram illustrates the reassurance loop. Every time we rescue a child from a fear, we unintentionally confirm that the fear was legitimate. Because they never learn to survive the discomfort, their brain seeks even more reassurance next time, making the anxiety grow stronger. It's tempting to try and use logic to explain why a fear is unfounded. We try to use facts and figures to show a child that their worries are mathematically unlikely. The amygdala is our survival center. When it fires, it sends genuine, physical alarm signals throughout the body. Now look at the prefrontal cortex, the part that handles logic. In a 7-year-old, this reasoning region is still developing and won't fully mature for 20 years. Logic cannot penetrate an active panic state. When the amygdala is flooding the system, the rational part of the brain is effectively offline, making it biologically impossible to talk a child out of their fear. Since reasoning is blocked and reassurance feeds the cycle, helping a child requires a shift toward a biological intervention, co-regulation. Co-regulation occurs when a distressed, immature nervous system stabilizes by borrowing the physical calm of a nearby adult. This involves getting close, dropping to eye level, and taking a visible, deep breath. By keeping your body relaxed, you act as an anchor. A child only learns to regulate their own emotions after years of practicing it through the steady, physical presence of a regulated adult. Many parents focus on trying to eliminate anxiety entirely. We hope that by finding the right words or doctor, the fear will simply vanish. The focus should instead be on helping a child coexist with their anxiety. They need to learn how to feel terrified and still choose to move forward. This graphic shows the bravery ladder, a technique to build tolerance for discomfort. You break a massive fear into tiny, survivable steps. If the goal is a party, the lowest rung is looking at the invitation. We celebrate the attempt, proving they can survive. Bravery is the learned, brick-by-brick capability to step forward while the fear is still present. It is built in these small, manageable moments. Research indicates that parental anxiety is a significant predictor of childhood anxiety. Children are highly sensitive to how we respond to uncertainty and model our own fears. This reality provides a clear starting point for change. By addressing our own anxious patterns, we provide a direct model for our children to follow. You cannot offer a steady anchor to a child if you are dysregulated. Taking care of your own mental well-being is fundamental to supporting theirs. Supporting an anxious child doesn't require perfection. It requires showing up, staying steady, and holding on to the belief that they are capable of more than their anxiety claims.